Hey guys, Andy Henderson, your Sherpa Guide, coming to you live from Forward Thinking. This is Sherpa Guidance episode 88. So, Andy Henderson, your Sherpa Guide, episode 88 of Sherpa Guidance. Good to see you, it's Friday. Hope you're all well. I'm absolutely wrapped up today. I'm Berghouse, I don't know if you can't see on this, but loads of Berghouse layers on because it's bloody freezing. Hope you've had a great week. Friday's Sherpa Guidance sessions are typically the reflection section, but I want to share with you something important this week because it's a follow-on from the last 2 weeks of lives. It's a really important aspect of growing and building your dream business. That's what I'm all about, right? I want to impact the lives of 1 million people. Lots and lots of business owners in there. Lots of career people in there. And lots of people wanting to get healthier and physically fitter and mentally fitter as well. And I'm going to do that by the movement that we're creating, the people that we're working with, and all the different programs we're building to help people get from A to B. Everyone's at point A in their lives right now. They want to be at point B, whether that's in business, whether that's in their career, whether that's in their physical health or mental health, whether that's in their digital client acquisition capabilities, whether it's in their finances, whatever it is, we're building programs to meet the needs of our audience. And it's really, really good because I'm working with some great people. We've got some great ideas and we're implementing this stuff and it's delivering some massive results. So really, really cool. So guys, I hope you're having a good week. I hope you're making progress towards that place that you want to be in the future. And if you're not, why not? What's going on? What's going wrong? Let me know. Hit me up in the comments and tell me, where you need some help and guidance because that's what I'm here for. Sherpa Guidance. So for the last 2 weeks, we've been talking, I suppose what we've been talking about really is creating a marketing strategy without using those terms because, marketing strategy, it sounds a bit boring, doesn't it? But we're creating a way, a systemized way for you to attract more of the right kind of clients that love what you do and you love working with them and all that kind of stuff. And a couple of weeks ago, we did the lives where on Monday we talked about this dream buyer, this concept of having a dream buyer, the real type of person that you really want to serve, the real type of company that you want to serve, the type of person, their character traits, the location, all that sort of stuff, the problems, pains and results. And we talked all about that and we got you into a zone of, thinking about defining your target customer. Because I know you sat there going, well, I can sell my stuff to everyone. Yeah, but how's that going? How is it going really if you're trying to sell it to everyone all at once? Not right well, is it? It's because you need to focus. Focus a little bit on that target audience. Focus on the people that have got the problems and pains that you solve. Focus on the people that want the result that you can give them, that only you can give them. Find those people and target the message at them. And then when you've got all those on board, start widening it out. And then on the Wednesday of that week, I give you a framework to define your dream buyer. The names of existing dream buyers, the demographic, the psychographic, the problem, the pain, the result, and the evidence. And once you know that about your dream buyer, you know them better than you know themselves. And I've actually got a bit of work here I can show you. This is a piece of work I can share with you on, if I stand back a little bit, when there's something afoot when you see me with flip charts and stuff. And I've got Flip Chart Central today. I've got a friend of mine and a business colleague, customer, and a good friend coming in to see me very shortly. And we're going through a master plan for, we're creating a program for pre-starts. So if you're an employee watching this, if you're an employee in a business, but you've got a business idea and you're not sure if it's going to pop or bounce or do anything, and you're frustrated because you want to get it off the ground, but you're really not sure if it's going to work or how to do it, then come and see me, come and see Luke, and we're going to put you on the right tracks. We're going to validate your business idea. Then we're going to help you. We're going to train you and give you the secret sauce you need to get that business idea off the ground. So, just talking about Dream Buyer again, here's one we created. And we just did this in literally 10 minutes. But it can take, a quite a while. So we look at the service at the top. Whoop, big finger. Top, service. What's the service we're offering? So it's Pre-Start Success GPS. Who have we dealt with already that have experienced this service that we consider a dream buyer? Well, we've got a few people there, absolutely. What's the demographic? What's the psychographic? What do they feel now? What is the problem that they've got? What's the pain that they experience? What's the big result they want? Yeah, and what's the evidence we've got to back that up? So once we've got all that stuff nailed down, then we can start to think about, okay, well, what's the message we're going to create? What's the message we're going to create to get their attention? Because you can be specific now. So the message that you create, 97% of the audience won't listen to it because it's not for them. But the 3%, hi Tony, the 3% that are ready to buy now, because in any marketplace, it's only 3% ready to buy right now. You're aiming it at the 3% that are ready to buy, that want your stuff, that need it, they've got the problem, the pain, and the result that you give them. Right, okay, so we've got that sorted. So last week's lives were all about the message and how we carved that message. And there's 4 things you need to understand. Who it is you serve, what it is you help them get, the result, what it is that you help them avoid, the pain and problem, and how it is you do it. What is your unique mechanism? So it's the type of person you want, the dream buyer, what you help them get as a result, what you help them avoid, and how you do it. What is your unique mechanism? Once you've got that nailed down, that's your kind of message. You create a message, you craft a message out of that. Aim at your dream buyer, you're going to get more people inquiring about your service. And today was just about, okay, so if we've got the dream buyer, if we know who that is, and we know what the message is, how do we communicate that message out to the dream buyer so we get their attention and they ring us up or email us and say, God, I want what you're doing, I want what you're offering. Give me some. Let me have 3 of them, please. So it's how to communicate. So there are different channels of communication. Obviously, social media is massive. You can do events, speaking events online or offline when we can. You can do social media, organic, paid, LinkedIn, Insta, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever. You've got all that. You've got leaflets. You can do all sorts of things. You can do cold calling. You can advertise in the local press, whatever it is. So how do you make sense? How do you understand which one's going to give you the biggest bang for the buck? Well, you kind of got to go with the flow of, it's not about you. It's not about you. It's about your audience. And it's not about where you want to advertise. It's about where their eyeballs are. Where are their eyeballs? So let me ask you a question. Where's the best place to sell Bibles? I've asked you this before. Where's the best place to sell Bibles? Yes, it's church. But why is it church? Yes, of course. Because people who buy Bibles go to church, pretty much. So you've got a captive audience. But more importantly, it's not that they just go to church. It's that we know exactly where they are at 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning. So on a specific day, a specific time, we know that there's going to be 500 people in that church ready to buy Bibles, listening to the message of God. So if I was a cute kid, a bit of a hustler, I'd be knocking on Vicar's door on Saturday, asking for tea and biscuits, sitting down and saying, right, Vicar, I want a 10-minute speaking slot at the next sermon. I want to give him a bit of a sermon on the best Bible in the world, and I've got 500 in the back of the van. And do you know what? If he said yes, which he wouldn't, of course, but if he did, I'd sell 500 Bibles and it'd be flipping awesome. So the point being is, where do your dream buyers congregate? And you might be thinking, well, I don't know, I didn't do the work, Andrew, that you told me to do. Well, go and do it. Do the dream buyer stuff and find out who is your dream buyer. What's the type of audience that you need to serve? And once you know that, we need to figure out where they congregate. And when you know where they congregate, then you can get that message that you've got, that laser-guided message, get it in front of their eyeballs and get their attention so they ring you up and go, hey, Andy, I want some of your stuff, please. Can you help? Of course I can help, because you're a dream buyer. You got the message, didn't you? Yes, I did. So that's really important. So it's not where you want to. You might be LinkedIn's best marketing expert in the whole world, right? You might be, but if you're selling fast fashion clothing to teenage girls, that's irrelevant, because teenage girls aren't on LinkedIn looking to buy fashion items. They're on TikTok, they're on Snapchat, they're on Insta. So you've got to get with the program. It's not about you, it's about them. It's all about your dream buyer, the audience, the congregation, the message. Yeah, hopefully I feel really strongly about this because it works. It's working for me. It's working with all my forward thinkers, all the forward thinkers, not my forward thinkers. It's the community, built for the community, and it's working for everyone. And so that's the message there. It's the communication stuff. Really, really important, how we're going to communicate that. So it's not about you, it's about them. Where are their eyeballs? How can we get their attention, yeah? So Fridays are the reflection section, and I would encourage all of you out there, if you're in business, even if you don't have a business, you've got a career. Even if you don't have a career, you sat there. Sit down and think about what you've achieved this week. What have you achieved this week? How have you made progress this week to the place that you want to be in the future? What things have you done? What problems have you overcome? What obstacles have you overcome? What opportunities have you capitalised on? This week, I've realised, and sometimes you make progress and you don't stop to celebrate. And I have to force myself sometimes to celebrate success. And today, reflection section is always a really, really good time to reflect on progress. And how far we've come and stuff. And today I thought, hang on a sec, I got an email the other day from Catherine, my PA, and she said that I've got this amount of people on that are paying me monthly for a service that I offer them, like one-to-one coaching and accountability stuff and whatever it is. And I looked at that list today and I thought, there's a lot of people on that list. 6 months ago, I didn't do any monthly stuff. I don't agree with monthly retainers. But I do my courses, obviously. I do Success GPS, and that's typically an 8 or a 12-week, a 6, 8 or a 12-week program. And once that's done, it's kind of done. The people have got what they need. But then I had a plan last 6 months ago to work with customers on a more regular basis. So find out after they've done the program what they need, what extra help do they need from me that I can give them that they can pay me for. So I can build up a body of recurring income then. And I can work with customers more closely, not just designing and developing the plan to get them from A to B, but helping them implement and execute, which is really, really valuable. And I said to myself, I worked it all out and I thought, I've got about 20 hours that I could, as a maximum, I could use in a month to provide this sort of one-on-one hourly consultancy type stuff. And I thought, well, I'll never get to, it'll take me ages to get to 20 people. Anyway, I'm up to about 27. So I'm working consistently with between 20 and 27 different businesses each month. And that to me is just is amazing. And it's happened in 6 months, and it's with your support, guys. You're sharing the love and sharing the stuff that I do and talking about it, and people are inquiring based on the back of what people have said, which is just brilliant. So thank you very much for your help. And, I've just had to think about the amount of new customers I've worked with as well. I've worked with 3, I've worked with 12, 15 new customers in January, 15, which is brilliant. And in February, there'll be 12 plus 8. There'll be 20 new clients, hopefully 25 new clients. There's 20 definitely in February so far, and maybe another 5 before the end of the month, which is pretty insane. So the impact we're creating is massive. It's picking up momentum all the time, If I can impact the lives of 20 to 25 people each month, and that's doubling every 3 to 6 months, which it is, then based on that, I'm going to hit the goal of 1 million people impacted with the things that we do in the next 10 years. When I set that goal 2 years ago of impacting the lives of 1 million people, I honestly thought, am I going to do this? I want to do it. But I thought, it's a big ask. We've got to step this business up, and it appears that we are doing so. So it's really, really good. So my reflection is on this day is just take track of your progress, take stock of where you were and where you're going. And I talk about this stuff all the time, I know, and sometimes it's really hard when you talk about it and you believe in it to just practice what you preach. But I've got to do it because I'm telling you to do it. So who am I to tell you to do it if I don't do it myself? Fridays are great for this. Just thinking about what you've achieved during the week. It's been a great week. But I've had some ups and downs. I had 4 clients commit to working with me, and 4 clients have given back word. And I've got a challenge with when I'm speaking to business owners, sometimes in smaller businesses, when they get really juiced up and really fired up about working with me, the very last thing is how much does it cost? And I tell them and they go, okay, that's better than I thought. Excellent. Okay, so are you ready to commit? Yes, I am. I just need to ask my wife. And at that point, I'm like, oh, but she hasn't had this great call that we've just had for an hour. She hasn't gone through all this stuff. She hasn't listened to me fix some of your issues and give you some guidance and give you some ideas on the phone. She just thinks you've picked up the phone and you've been on the internet with a guy who's going to scam you out of some money, and it's all make believe. So it's just been a very strange week with that. So if anyone's got any tips about how to deal with that particular objection when someone has to speak to their partner, and the partner automatically says no, then please let me know. So that's been interesting to work with. So yeah, guys, hope you've had a good week. Friday's reflection section. Try and do it yourself each Friday. Just sit down and think about what you've achieved during the week, and also what does next week look like. What are you looking forward to next week? I'm looking forward to going to see a client I've been working on for about 6 months next week. The client himself, he's just been promoted to MD in the business, and as soon as he made that promotion, he rang me up. He said, "Andy, I've been promoted. It's time for you to come in and meet the board," and we're doing that next Wednesday. So I'm super, super excited. His journey has been amazing. I've kept track of it over the last 6 months. It's been really, really cool, really inspiring actually. So dead excited about that. What am I excited about next week? What else is going on next week? Got some obviously great clients: Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. Weekends here. So listen, guys, Sherpa Guidance episode 87. Today was all about communication, and if you really want to get a bit clearer on your own sort of marketing strategy and the things you need to understand before you start bringing more new customers on board and attracting more new customers on board, then watch my lives from last week and this week, Mondays and Wednesdays, because if you actually take them all and do the work, you're actually getting 10% of my whole program for free. So just do it, just grab them and do the work that I asked you. And if you've got any problems or if you've got any questions about it, just hit me up on Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever. I'll answer your questions. I'm a nice guy. I don't charge for everything. I just love helping people, yeah? So have a great weekend, guys. This was Sherpa Guidance episode 87. I'm Andy Henderson. You've been awesome. And just remember, always remember this. You're just one step away.